Hey everybody, this is a 2000 Civic. I'm gonna do a quick brake change on it. Pop the wheels off. So I got it jacked up, got it on jack stands. I was going to take the wheel, slide it underneath the front a little bit. A little extra protection. Give the caliper a little scrub with a wire brush. Break off some of the bigger chunks off of it. Some of the rust off. Alright, first thing in there is you gotta use number 12 millimeter. There's a little bolt back here. This releases your caliper so you can roll your caliper up. It's been a while, so got brake free. Once I got it moving, I can switch over to the ratchet. Here's your little bolt. Let's put it aside for now. I'm going to try to roll this up. I'm changing my rotors, so I don't care if I pry on them a little bit. There's a little seized in there. Rotate it up. I can slide, actually can slide right off of this. And I kind of pin it up here, get it out of the way. Get your pads. Now, these pads are actually still pretty decent, but it's so old and rusted up. See how the back is? So I'm just going to change down so you can rusting up, flaring out. I still got a good amount of meat on here left, but I'm just changing it all out. It's been a while. I'll take this off. You got two bolts to hold this carriage on. And there's 17 millimeter. Yeah, that's on there good. Get the old rubber mallet out. Starting to go. There you go. That's one. Got another one down here too. That's in there good too. Oh, wow. That was on there tight. But I broke it. Switch it to the ratchet. Here's the bottom one. Here's the top one. So this just slides on out. There's clips on the bottom. Top ones are there, weren't put on. I didn't do the brakes last. I think I took it to a shop. So I'll take the bottom clips out. Get my wire brush. Let's get a good old scrub. Get some of that old rust off. Any loose particles. Especially where these clips ride in. I'm going to kind of scrub that pretty good. Same thing with the top. Set this aside for a minute. I got 2 screws. Well, there's only one because I never put that one in. Maybe hopefully they didn't strip it. There's a special tool to get this off. Let me go get it real quick. Here it is. It's an impact screwdriver. You pop it in and give it a whack. Try to do this without this. You can strip it sometimes. I've stripped many of these before. And then get the wire brush. Clean off any rust you can see. I'm using some of this old Bosch products. Pads and brand new rotor. We'll put the rotor on. I want to take a look at this caliper. Same thing, just kind of brush out any crap that's in it. Look right here. Bushing's actually bad on this caliper. Next time I do the brakes, I'm gonna have to change them all out, the front calipers. All right, I'll see if I can see if it works. See if it springs back. I'm gonna compress it a little bit. See if it pops back out. came out a little bit, so. I got compressed all in. Real quick with the brush. Back up on the side, out of the way. I always put some anti-seize. Not much, just a little bit. I'll just work it in. The rotor. Give it a quick spray of some brake cleaner. Wipe it off, make sure you got no oil on the rotor itself. I'm sure when I install it I'm going to put some more on it, but I'll wipe it off again. And where those holes are, this is where you put new screws in. Now they only have one in there. This helps center the rotor up. You put the rotor on, you got these you get two screws, countersunk screws. And that's what you put on here. This actually helps center up the rotor. Supposed to have two in there. I don't understand why they only have one. Turn them down evenly. That's why. Won't go all the way in. So they were lazy. This wouldn't go all the way in. They broke a screw off in there. Let's see if we can find out what's going on. Alright, let's see what's going on in here. Nothing blocking there. These are number 6mm screws. 6 by 1.0. So I got a tap here. Some old rapid tap on it. Just need a tap run through it. Now, let's clean this off real quick. Put the rotor back on. Line up the holes. I should be able to put these screws in. See, this helps center up the rotor. Make sure they're nice and tight. There's your rotor. This part goes up. Your little clips, they go on the bottom. Now you got a little tab here that sticks out. You don't want that on the inside because your rotor will hit it. You want that on the outside. And there's also a height difference. You got a high side, low side. That's a high side, low side. So you got to flip this one, goes over here. Plop it in. Plop it in. Make sure they're nice down there, nice and tight. And I can put the top ones in too, but most likely when you're trying to put the pads back on, they're going to pop off. These always pop off, and you just got to keep working with them. I'm just going to put a little, just on the end, a tiny bit of anti-seize. I'm not doing the whole bolt. Just around the very end. Same with this one. On the very end. Put this back in. Now this actually slides underneath the plate. You can kind of tell how it is with the rotor. Has to straddle the rotor. The plate back here actually goes underneath it. There you go. Tighten this back up. Get the 17mm out. And snug. Give it a good tighten. I'm sure there's a torque spec, all that good stuff. I'm sure whoever put this on before me, mechanic that put this on at the shop, probably use a damn impact gun. There you go. I'm coming off. That's all I'm here. It's ready. You got this bushing here and this guide rod. Always pop it out. Give it a little bit of lubrication because you want this thing to float freely. That's what that bolt that I took out, that's what this rides in. So you just want to make that sure that can float back and forth freely. Give it a little twist, make sure everything's, try to get a lubrication all through it. And this one, that's where Even there's a bush in here, it rides on this rod, so I'm going to lubricate that rod up. But first, I'm going to put my pads in. Get that out of the way. Now the pad with the indicator, anti-wear indicator, that always goes in the back. Same thing, put a little lubrication on the back end. And just a little bit here on the feet. You just want to make sure you don't get anything on the pad itself. It's sometimes hard to do. You gotta work it in. Normally I stick the top in first. I try to walk it in. There we go. Same with this one. Lubrication on the back. The other one has the piston in the center. This one has the two braces on the more on the ends. So I concentrate there a little bit more. These are the outer pads. So the same thing with this one. Always start with the top. Try to walk it in. Sometimes they're tight. There you go. Make sure this little rod here is clean. Give it some lubrication. Now slide the caliper on. Why is this acting funny? There you go. Should just slide in. Give it a whack or two. Gotta make sure this back piece, a little guide, is not sticking out. Sometimes that catches on you. Then you just tighten this down. The last bolt back here. There you go. Oop. Hand's getting oily. Sure it's nice and tight. There you go. Now just see if there's any a little bit of paw print right there I put on it. Make sure there's no grease on the outside of the rotor itself. That's a quick brake job on 2000 Civic. I said change the pads, change the rotors. Alright, thanks for watching.